Moses, and today is a great day to be me. You know, every day is a great day to be me. I believe this, I live this, I be this, and I require this. So, however and wherever you may be connected and watching this live or watching the replay or listening to the replay, center yourself and look at yourself and repeat this after me. Today is a great day to be me. You know, every day is a great day to be me. I believe this, I live this, I be this, and I require this. And I guarantee you make this mantra and the things that go along with the mantra a part of your daily life. Each and every day you do, your life gets better exponentially. I'm thankful and grateful to be here again. And it is a wonderful, wonderful thing to have the spammers spamming in on you. You know, you are making headway and starting to get noticed when spammers and hackers want to come into our meeting. I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful. And this is episode 104. So if we remember, I know it was a while back, but when we were covering numerology and the numbers, we know that 14 is a malefic number, and it's abusive power and abusive authority and abusive conditions and abusive situations, either by me or to me. So today the abuse came to me, and I'm thankful and grateful that the numbers never lied. How's everybody today? Deirdre, how are you? Open up your mic and chime in.
Hi there. I'm good. I was thrown off. My chakra froze.
I know. I apologize.
I was able to stay focused. I love the way that you stay focused. It helped me to like block it out. I had to work with it, but it helped when you didn't even make mention of
absolutely.
that.
And that's kind of important. And thank you for that. Keep your mic open, but that's kind of important because sometimes even in your most secluded and private area, when you are either beginning a meditation, in the middle of it, or at the end of it, something could happen, some kind of disruption, some kind of interruption, some kind of obstacle could present itself. And what you should do at that time is handle the obstacle and then get right back to where you were. The worst thing you could do is just leave that meditation and go on to something else, as thinking as if you have lost it or it has been broken. It has not been broken. It has been interrupted, and you can go right back to where you were and pick right back up. It takes a little time, it takes a little will, a little bit of your will, but it is what we should do. Go ahead, Deirdre.
Yeah, I was able to manage. It stuck for a second. I think we were on the between the throat and the heart, or the heart and the solar, huh?
Yeah, we were between the throat and the heart. Yes,
the throat and the heart. Yeah, and so what was happening for me? They were those lotuses, and they were spinning around, but then all of a sudden, got stuck.
Yeah.
And but we stayed focused.
Yes, absolutely.
So our staying focused, I was able to manage. It really helped. If
absolutely,
you hadn't done that, you did that. So kudos. And because you did it, I was able to do it. And the whole thing, I was trying to see what it actually looked like. I was thinking of like a pineapple, but the pineapple was prickly. And then I thought of an artichoke. And then all of a sudden it started, man, that was really good. That was a good one. The way that I went down and I had it grounded between my feet.
Yes,
Then
yes,
all of a sudden it illuminated.
absolutely, absolutely. It is so important that we set that grounding core. That's why we do those 5 deep breaths in through the nose on a long count, hold it for a long 7, and then release, because that is the grounding and the centering of our sidereal, astral, or light body, and it in effect dispatches that grounding cord into your mind's eye view ground, so that all things will be illuminated. Yes.
What was interesting is that the top ones, the topper chakras, were like those lotuses. And then
Mm-hmm.
when we when we got to the something popped up on my screen. Are we still in?
Yes, we're still here.
Oh, I just can't see you all. I don't know how to do it either. Nevertheless, I'll figure that out. Let me just keep talking.
Okay.
When we went lower, they turned into circles. Because
Okay.
at first I couldn't see anything. Well, what I did, I didn't see circles. I just saw the light.
Okay.
They were
Okay.
not circles. So,
Okay.
but we're working on it. That's all.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Practice makes perfect. And once you perfect it, then you will be able to see them any way you want, anytime you want. Yes. Yes. Thank you for that, Deirdre.
Thank you. I might have to leave out because I can't.
You wanna log out, log back in?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
All right. Hey Jolene, how are you?
Oh no, but you're still there. I can still hear you.
Hi,
Hi, Jolene.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I just I'm gonna finish up work, leave in about 20 minutes and I'll be on when I get in the car. I'm just
Okay.
tired. It's been a long week and I'm just trying to clear my head right now, but
Okay.
I'll be live in about 20 minutes or 30 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Well, I
Okay, cool.
appreciate you signing in, and be good to yourself, and we'll see you when you get back.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
All right. All right.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, good, 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 good. And I'm going to just make this announcement now, on go forward basis. If you have not let me know, this is not for the regulars, this is for folks, outside folks. If you haven't let me know by responding to one of my postings that you will be joining the Zoom call, I'm not letting anybody in that whose name I do not recognize. What they did today was they signed in under a name that I know. So yeah, if it's not one of the folks I know and the name pops up and you haven't told me that you're coming, then I won't be letting folks in, because we do not want to give any energy to those haters. Let them haters hate from the outside the window, looking in at us getting fat and getting warm. But again, I'm thankful and grateful that I'm doing something enough that the hackers and the haters would like to come in and interrupt. But they know that one monkey don't ruin no show. And as long as I'm here, I'm running things. So note to all who want to disrupt, you got to bring it better than that. Yes, Deirdre.
Will you have to edit that so that doesn't show up?
Yeah, I'll edit that out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. All right. This is Master Self Chakra Consciousness. Today is January 21st, 2023. This is our 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, regularly scheduled programming. Today's lesson: how to read chakras and locate pain in your aura and body. Now, we have been through two very intricate exercises. As far as the technique, there's nothing simple about any of these techniques. And I mean by that is that it's an exact meaning for every step. So when I say it's nothing simple about these, I mean it's nothing in there that is just thrown in there for fluff. So the two that we have previously learned this week are going to be the base of how we move forward into reading chakras, locating pain in our auras, in our bodies. And then when we get into the advanced techniques, starting on Tuesday, get into some self-healing and some advanced techniques for reading. So today's lesson is how to read chakras and locate pain in your aura and body. Reading chakras is basically the exact same as reading auras. The procedure, the ways and means of getting inside of the aura to the chakras is going to be the same as the ways and means of getting to the aura. The same concept for your mind it'll be the same. There's not a new concept that you have to learn or get a grasp of in order to read your chakras. Reading chakras is basically the exact same as reading auras. As with all of these exercises, do not proceed into this new one until you are very comfortable with reading auras, because the aura is the house that the chakras live in. So get comfortable reading the house, and then you can go in and read the rooms. Aura is the house, chakras are the rooms. Reading chakras is somewhat longer and more energy consuming than any of the previous exercises we have discussed and learned. And as you kind of got a sense of that a little bit at the beginning, today, the meditation was a little longer today than it has been in the past couple of classes. That's because we really focused in on each and every chakra. Make sense, you guys? It makes sense that we focused in on each and every one of them. So the even though the reading of the chakras is basically the same, exact same as the auras, it is somewhat longer because there are 7 major chakras and 4 secondary chakras, and it's more energy consuming because of the focus that has to be given to each chakra, one at a time, on its own, and then all together. Any comments, any questions about this so far? Nope.
Can you just repeat the last part of that, please?
Yeah, it's reading chakras is somewhat longer, more energy consuming than any of the previous ones we've discussed or learned, because we have to read each chakra one at a time separately, and then we read them all together. So it's like it's okay. We read the root, and then we read the sacral, and then we read the solar plexus, then the heart, then the throat, then the third eye, then the crown. Read them one at a time separately. Then we step back in our mind's eye view and we look at our full mind's eye view body, and then we read the chakras all together. See, to see if one is bigger than the other and all of that. So that's why it's somewhat longer and more energy consuming.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The following is the exercise for reading chakras. Step one, as always, to ground ourselves, center yourself, and open and close your chakras. That opening breath work meditation that we just did today, and we've done it pretty much every show since we've come back, until you feel comfortable. So, and again, take your time with this. If I go too fast or too slow for you when I do the opening breath work meditation, be mindful of that. And when you do this on your own, either speed up yours or slow it down. Because as always, whatever I am teaching you and discussing with you, use this as a guide and then personalize it. So step one is to ground yourself, center yourself, and open and close your chakras, that opening breath work meditation, until you feel comfortable. Step two, in your mind's eye view, with your eyes closed, make a shadow version of yourself. It could be a shadow version. It could be a transparent version. It could be a translucent version. Make some version of yourself that you will be able to illuminate either fully or in part. Once you have created this shadow version of yourself, complete a 7-7-7-7 breath sequence. Step three. After completing the 7-7-7-7 breath sequence, return to normal breathing as you begin to focus your thought energy between the ovaries, if you're a woman, and at the base of the spine, if you're a man. See, sense, feel, or imagine a disc or circle in this area. And see, sense, feel, or imagine if the disc or circle is open or closed, and allow it to fill with color. Remember, you are reading a vibrating and flowing map. This is the root chakra, the chakra of survival. If it is wide open or the colors are dim or dark, there may be issues concerning some aspect of your survival. If it is closed down, then there's a good chance that you are not too concerned about your survival. If the color is green, the growth color, then the learning of new ways to survive may be present. If it is red, the color of feelings, the ability or inability to survive may be an emotionally charged issue. Look for, read, and interpret every color accordingly. We have the guide to the colors. We went over those before, so just be mindful of that guide. However, trust your intuition more than the guide. Once you have completed this exercise, complete a 7-7-7-7 breath sequence and proceed one by one with each of the 7 major chakras and the 4 secondary chakras, hands and feet, reading them in this way. It is vitally important that you focus on each chakra separately, one at a time, and not attempt to see, sense, feel, or imagine them all at once just yet. Once you have completed this exercise, complete a 7-7-7-7 breath sequence and return to normal breathing for 1 minute, that astral float sequence. So we read the root chakra, see the color, get an interpretation, do a 7-7-7-7. We move to the sacral, read it, get the color, do a 7-7-7-7. We go to the solar plexus, same. Heart the same, throat the same, third eye the same, crown the same, and we complete a 7-7-7-7 after the crown, and then we take a normal breath, and then we do a closing 7-7-7-7 breath sequence, and then you return to normal breathing for the 1 minute astral float. Does that make sense? I want to make sure that we fully understand that as we stop at each chakra, as we finish reading the color, we do the 7-7-7-7. So when you do if you go root to crown, when you get to the crown, you read your crown and then you do your 7, then take a breath and then do a 7-7-7-7 breath, and then return to normal breathing for the 1 minute astral float sequence to close out that step of the exercise. Any questions? Nope. All right.
No.
All right. After completing the astral float sequence, see, sense, feel, or imagine looking at all the chakras lined up and aligned together. You may have to adjust the distance in your mental picture in order to see all chakras lined up and aligned together. Consciously just take a step back, because what's going to happen when you are focused in on your root chakra is going to seem like it's right here in your face. Each chakra is going to seem like they're right here in your face. So you have to step back a little so you can see your full mind's eye view self. Compare the sizes and shapes of the chakras, energy centers, being mindful of which ones are the largest, which ones are shining the brightest, and of which ones are vibrating smoothly or erratically. Whichever ones are the largest, that's where the majority of your power is coming from. Yes, Deirdre, go right ahead.
Okay, I want to say this now because I forgot to mention it. I want to know if this was my imagination, if this was just my imagination. So when we were grounding, and I told you, what happened was I saw a floating body with the chakras, but they weren't all, I didn't look at the sizes of them. I just saw from my feet, a floating body sitting Indian style with the chakras lit up. Was that my imagination? Or was that something that was really, did that really?
That really happened. That really happened. Just from how you described your experience with making the sunflower the other day, yeah, that's not your imagination. That really happened. That you are truly connected to your sidereal body, your aura and your chakras. You are really, really, really connected to them. Really, you really are. Yeah.
Okay, so connected and don't know about it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You're learning about it now. Yes. And then
Okay.
these meditations and me explaining these meditations and going through these are like activation keys for you. So your highest self has been having all of this shit ready for you, and yeah, you ain't been messing with it, and then here I come stirring up trouble. Here I come stirring up trouble, and then now the sunflowers you can see, and then you saw yourself in the lotus position, and you saw all your chakras lit up. Yeah, that's not your imagination. That's real shit right there.
Okay, so what's about to go down is that the physician is about to heal herself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Absolutely.
okay,
That's where we're headed. That's
okay.
where we are headed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So we compare the sizes and shapes of the chakras, energy centers, being mindful of which ones are the largest, which ones are shining the brightest, and of which ones are vibrating smoothly or erratically. Once you have completed this exercise, complete a 7-7-7-7 breath sequence. Step 5, return to normal breathing and allow yourself to float in the astral float sequence for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, dissolve the picture and complete a 7-7-7-7 breath sequence. And then, as always, when you close it out, step 6, return to normal breathing. And after 1 minute, make a shadow version of yourself and bring a golden sun into your mind's eye view, body, and aura from the crown chakra down through the root chakra and out of your grounding cord into your mind's eye view ground, and complete. Return back to the now breath sequence. That's those 3 deep breaths while we're rubbing our hands together. And of course, as always, when you have completed this exercise, immediately do something to let yourself know you are real and back in the present. Stand up, wash your hands or face, clap your hands, snap your fingers, stomp your feet, find somebody to hug or talk to, or have a cup of tea or a meal. And remember to be extra good to yourself for the remainder of the day. And that's how to read chakras. Any comments? And we're going to go deeper into this when we get into some more advanced techniques. This is just I'm just laying the groundwork right now, and I want us to get a really good foundation up under us, and these tools are usable. We can a 30-minute meditation, we can cut it down to 10 minutes, and if you are on a job and got a 15-minute break, 10 minutes, then you could be re-equipped to go back in and handle your business. Yeah. I have a whole bunch of those. So any questions about how to read chakras? Anybody have any questions? All right. So now we'll go to how to locate pain in your aura and body. This next exercise is of the utmost importance and of great practical value in the assessment of areas of pain, discomfort, and disease in your aura and physical body, and in the area of self-healing of those areas, both in our aura and physical body. This exercise will give you additional things, areas to work on in an assessment or healing. Beyond the aura and chakra exercises, reading exercises, you have already learned. As always, practice this on and for yourself until you are very comfortable with this exercise and have reached a level of mastery concerning it before branching out towards others. Any comments before I get into the exercise? All right. Step one, as always, ground yourself, center yourself, and open and close your chakras, the opening breath work meditation until you feel comfortable. Step two, in your mind's eye view, make a shadow version, translucent version, transparent version, whatever type of version of yourself that you can illuminate either fully or in part. Once you have created the shadow version of yourself, complete a 7-7-7-7 breath sequence. Immediately after the 7-7-7-7 breath sequence, intentionally affirm that wherever there is physical pain in the body, there will be a red light that appears, covering the entire area that is afflicted. Let me repeat that. After completing the 7-7-7-7 breath sequence, intentionally affirm, tell yourself with the strength of conviction that wherever there is physical pain in the body, there will be a red light that appears in the aura, covering the entire area that is affected. Now, be mindful of where this red light is in relationship to your chakras. And when you have satisfactorily looked at this mental picture, dissolve it and complete. No, don't dissolve it. When you have satisfactorily looked at that mental picture, complete a 7-7-7-7 breath. All right. After you've completed that 7-7-7-7 breath sequence, intentionally affirm, tell yourself with the strength of your convictions that wherever there is emotional pain in your aura or body, there will be a red light that appears, covering the entire area that is affected. Be mindful where that red light is in relationship to your chakras, and then compare that picture, the one you're looking at with the emotional red light, and then compare it with the previous picture, the physical red light, and then see, sense, and feel where there may be overlapping areas of concern. When you have satisfactorily looked at and compared these mental pictures, dissolve this picture and complete a 7-7-7-7 breath sequence. Step 5. After the 7-7-7-7 breath sequence, return to normal breathing and allow yourself to float in the astral state for 2 minutes. Pay attention to, yes, Deirdre, go right ahead.
Okay, I got a little bit lost.
All right.
When you said to identify the emotional versus the physical,
Mm-hmm.
how would I see the emotional?
you'll see the emotion, the physical pain will appear on the body of that shadow body. The emotional pain will appear in the aura of the body. So it'll be like the physical pain will be here where I'm touching here. See, like my shirt.
Yes.
And then the emotional pain will be like here over the top of it. So that's why you'll be able to see where they're overlapping.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So after that 777 breath sequence, we return to normal breathing and allow yourself to float into astral state in that astral float sequence for 2 minutes. During this 2 minutes, pay attention to everything that you see, sense, feel, or imagine, and do not rule out its validity, even if it doesn't make sense to you. And I'm going to tell you why. Pain often manifests in an entirely different part of the body than where the source lies or originates from. So what I want us to think about is you could be having I think about it like this: diarrhea. Diarrhea is not your issue. The issue started somewhere else, way up somewhere else, and diarrhea is the end result. So, and pain is like that. Pain, you may have a pain in your ankle, but it may not be just from a twisted. It could be nerve damage. It could be something way over here on the other side on your thigh that is connected to, it could be something in your neck. It could be anywhere. So during this 2 minute astral state, astral float, pay attention to everything that you see, sense, feel, and imagine, and do not rule it out. Rule out its validity, even if it doesn't make sense. Or if you think, well, damn, my elbow is hurting. Why is it showing something on my hip? Well, just believe it. Believe it. Pain often manifests in an entirely different part of the body than where the source lies or originates from. When you are ready to do your healing, and we'll get to that in Tuesday, we're going to start on those classes on Tuesday. But you'll be ready for the healing once you've done this 2 minute float. Give your focused thought energy to those areas that were lit up with the color red. So during the 2 minutes, you're going to see, sense, feel, and imagine shit. You're going to see where the red lights are. You're going to make a picture in your mind. You're going to keep this freeze frame in your mind. And then once you see all of the red in this picture, that's when you're ready for your healing. Then you give your focused thought energy to those areas, to every area that was lit up with the color of red. I suggest you hold that at least a 16 count, but once you have focused in on all the areas of red and you are comfortable, dissolve the picture and complete a 7-7-7-7 breath sequence. And then, as always, after the 7-7-7-7 breath sequence, return to normal breathing. And after 1 minute, make a shadow version, translucent, transparent version of yourself, and bring a golden sun into your mind's eye view, body, and aura from the crown chakra down through the root and out of your grounding cord and into your mind's eye view ground, and complete return back to the now breath sequence, which is that 3 deep breaths while we're rubbing our hands together. And as always, when you have completed this exercise, immediately do something to let yourself know you are real and back in the present. Stand up, wash your hands or face, clap your hands, snap your fingers, stomp your feet, find somebody to hug, or have a cup of tea or a meal. And remember to be extra good to yourself for the remainder of the day. And that is how we locate pain in our auras and in our bodies. Any comments, any questions about reading chakras or locating pain in our auras or in our bodies?
I do.
Okay.
So I don't need to see, look at my chakras. I'm going to do this because I believe
Mhm.
myself, but I don't need, or I don't think I do need the chakras to know where the pain is.
No. However,
Mm.
I would do this sincerely, because I am sure you know where most of your pain is. And I am even more confident that you know where most of it originates. However, I am also sure that if you go through this, you're going to find some pain you didn't even know you had.
Yeah, because I've been thinking about, because a lot of my major pain is from root. What's that middle one? It's from the
Root
root.
to solar plexus?
Yes. And then obviously here. But in my looking into it, seeing what root represents,
Mm-hmm.
then that says that screams at me in reality
Yes.
of the things that I have experienced over time, because root has to do with home, family, and all of that. And all of that has been crazy for a while,
Yes.
to the point that even though I was in an accident, it I don't know, it seemed like it just got worse and worse and worse. But it also has to do with me releasing and letting go of those things in here, because those things are in the past now, but it's not
Absolutely.
that easy to release.
It's not. Some things are much easier than others to release, and some things you got to release and release and release, and damn it, release again. Yep.
Because my natural behavior in my life, and when I say behavior, I mean that word, is what I usually do to deal with pain or anything is I dismiss it here so that I don't have to deal with the actual pain of it. I just dismiss it. So even during this, before this new moon, everybody was saying, release things from the past, release, release, release. Well, hell, I didn't know what to release until I sat down and started looking at how I really felt.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did that, then that's when I started feeling deep pain in here.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm not finished. I know we're in new moon now, but I'm not done.
It's okay. It's okay. We're all whips, works in progress. And trust me, whatever you do not release on this new moon, I guarantee you in 28 days, there'll be another one.
Oh, good.
They happen every 28 days apart. They happen
Okay.
28 days apart, 28 and a half days apart.
Okay.
So
Okay.
what we can do is you make an honest assessment of what you released and what you processed through during this new moon phase. And after the new moon phase is over, begin to write down what else you need to release from and process through. And then as we head up to the new moon in February, we'll take care of those. And if there's some shit
Okay.
left over after that, then we do some more in March. Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Speaking of that story you talked about pain, let's see. This is about 4 years ago now, I think. Yeah, I was 50. Yeah. I'm I know I told you guys this story. I didn't tell you guys this full story. I'm 55 years old and I had a basketball and I went out and I was shooting by myself and I shot 10 shots and made 7. So my brain, I'm like, oh shoot, you can still play ball, boy. So I went and signed up for this league and didn't do any workout to get myself in shape. I just thought I'm just gonna walk back on the court after not playing in like 7 years. Made it through the first game. I don't know how I did, but I made it through the first game, and then within 2-3 minutes of the second game, I ruptured or tore or did something to my Achilles. And I knew right then when I did it, I knew right then that my career as a basketball player was over as far as playing any type of competitive basketball. But I immediately on the court, everybody's coming around me. Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm telling people, don't touch me. I'll be all right. They're looking at me like, what are you doing? I said, I got to energize something. I did like that. I put my hands on my calf, boom, held it there a good 16 seconds. I was doing my mantra, got my ass up, lean, hobbled over to the bench, was able to get out to my car and drove home, stopped at the liquor store and got me a couple of cans of beer because I knew I was going to need those too. But drove home. I did not go to the urgent care. I didn't go to the emergency room. I never went to a doctor. And the next day I was walking on my leg, not too fast, but I was walking on my leg, not like you, Deirdre, when you say you dismiss it. Me, I was like, yeah, it's here, but I'm gonna have to get up and walk through this shit anyway. So I just started walking on it the next day. I don't have any regrets about doing that. I should have went to the ER or the urgent care only because now when it gets really, really, really cold like it is right now, I feel that shit all from like the Achilles all the way up to my calf, and it feels really tight. And although I haven't had to run, ain't nobody chasing me, I'm not gonna run from anybody anyway, but I feel like if I had to like just push off real quick and run, that it would snap again. So I always get a kick out of anybody who has anything like me. You get hurt and fuck it, I'm just gonna push through this shit. I come from a very small town, little farming town in Central California, where you hurt yourself. Most of the parents would say, rub some dirt and spit on it and get your ass back outside. That's just how it was. Unless you was bleeding or there could see a bone coming out of somewhere, it wasn't no big deal. So that kind of stayed with me as I grew up. And I'm 6 on the physical. We talked about that in numerology. Being 6 on the physical, I'm durable, man. I could take a licking and keep on ticking. As skinny as I am, I can withstand a whole lot of shit physically. So I'm thankful and grateful for all of that. But we are going to break open some advanced techniques starting on Tuesday. We are going to we're going to learn how to cleanse auras. We're going to learn how to clean chakras. We're going to learn some beginning and intermediate self-healing techniques. And again, as always, what I'm showing you and teaching you, perfect it and work on yourself with this. As soon as you get comfortable with it and a little bit of mastery, by all means, turn it on to your friends and read your friends and help your friends and help your parents and help your kids and help everybody around. You know, I would love for this to catch on through word of mouth. I'm not going to seriously market any of this. I believe that the right person will receive this and mention it in the right place at the right time, and then it will take off. So I am thankful and grateful for everyone who does watch me on YouTube. While you're there at YouTube, like it, share it, put a comment on it, and subscribe to the page. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you if you would do that, and invite somebody to send if you have if you watch any of my videos, all are on my channel, and if there's one video that you like, send it to a friend and tell them to watch it, view it, like, share, and subscribe. And we will get on the 7's Mastered Self Academy and the content that we have out to those who truly, truly, truly need, want, and desire it. Any comments, any questions before we close? Nope. All right, this has been On the 7's with Pyephreius B, Metatron, where we come to awaken, ascend, and expand. We do go through the 88 steps into our master self, and I guarantee you, if you make On the 7's with Pyephreius B, Metatron a part of your soul's journey, somewhere along the way, your mastered self awaits you. Please keep coming back so that we can continually unlock the cosmic code of your name and your birth date, and that way we can have you start happening to life instead of allowing life to happen to you. And as always, whenever I say goodbye, it never means forever. It just means until our next broadcast, which will be on Tuesday. So until Tuesday, I wish everyone a happy and healthy rest of your weekend. Peace, bliss, joy, and ciao. Goodbye for now.